So you think I'm gonna do movie reviews on the internet and not review Clueless? As if. What's up, everybody? Today I'm gonna be reviewing the 1995 film Clueless. So the movie centers around Cher, who is a rich high school girl who lives in Beverly Hills. Her dad is a high-profile lawyer, and Cher has some of that lawyer mentality in her. She basically argues her way out of everything. She argues her way into better grades.
You mean to tell me that you argued your way from a C plus to an A minus?
Totally based on my powers of persuasion. You proud?
Honey, I couldn't be happier than if they were based on real grades.
She is like a master debater, and basically, in addition to having her argumental skills on 100,000, she also is trying to do good deeds. And this girl Ty, she's a new girl. She comes to school. Cher takes her under her wing, tries to set her up, get her a boyfriend, and Cher is also trying to get a boyfriend herself. And later on in the movie, she realizes that she has a huge crush on her ex stepbrother Josh. Okay, so in terms of my likes, something that I absolutely love about this movie is the comedy. This movie is so hilarious, and a lot of the comedy comes from Cher herself. She's kind of an airhead sometimes, she's ditzy at times, and she's just so blunt. Like, she just kind of tells it how it is. She's real. She's just so matter of fact about a lot of stuff. I absolutely love her character. I love her character all around. Like, I actually find her really relatable, which I'm gonna get into later on in my likes. But yeah, like she her heart is in the right place. She's trying to do the right things, but she's just so funny. Like, she says the wildest stuff, and pretty much everyone in this movie says just hilarious stuff. This movie is so quotable, so many memorable lines. I could go on and on about the lines. My favorite line is when Cher is like, trying to find a boy in high school is as useless as trying to find meaning in a Pauly Shore movie.
Searching for a boy in high school is as useless as searching for meaning in a Pauly Shore movie.
That was a fantastic line. I'm a Pauly Shore fan, but yeah, like, his movies are pretty debased, so like that was really funny. She's got her iconic catchphrase, "as if." It's a great fresh catchphrase. I might have to adopt it. I like the line too when they're like trying to resuscitate Ty, and then she's like, "Yeah, you gotta ask her questions." And then the one guy's like, "What's 7 times 7?" And Cher's like, "Stuff she knows, okay?" And early on in the movie, when they're in gym class, the girl's like, "My plastic surgeon says I can't have balls in my face." And then the girl Dion, she's like, "Oh, well, there goes your social life." So yeah, so many memorable lines, so quotable. And then how I was saying, I really relate to her character, like a lot of stuff that like she does in the movie, I did as a teenager. So how she's like freestyling speeches, I would always do that. I mean, some people would be like super prepared when you had to like give a presentation in high school. Like, I would like just wing it. Like, every time I'd be like, well, I mean, I don't get stage fright, and I'm not really gonna like read the book, but I'll just I'll Google some stuff, try to piece something together. And yeah, I would just, every single speech that I had in high school, I would just freestyle that junk. I would do minimal research. So I mean, not much has changed. Like, I do like no research for these videos. I just watch the movie, hop on, do my thing. So I like how she was freestyling speeches. And also, I love the sequence where she just totally bombs the driver's test, because I bombed my driver's test.
Oh, should I write them a note?
Pull over up here and turn off the engine.
Like, I did pretty darn bad. At the time, I thought like I did fine, but initially I was gonna fail it, And then the instructor's like, hop out of the car for a sec because she was gonna like tell my dad the verdict. And then like I get back in the like they talk for like 5 minutes and I'm like, what are they talking about? Like this isn't looking good. And then she's like, yeah, you passed, but you got to work on some stuff. And I always thought that my dad slipped her money. And then I was like, and then like I thought too, I'm like, is my dad in the mob or something? Like, cause I'm like looking back, there's no way I passed my test. Like at the time I thought I did fine, but I'm like, I did not do fine. And then I asked him like years later, like I asked him like a couple years ago, I'm like, Dad, did you slip the driver instructor money? He's like, yeah, that was terrible. I wasn't gonna drive with you in the car again. Like that was enough. So he's like, yeah, I slipped her some money. She said you just gotta work on some things. I said, I would practice with you. So yeah, I slipped you some money, or I slipped her some money. So yeah, I relate to her bombing the driver's test. I bombed mine, but still passed because I'm like Cher. I if I could like argue my way to get hooked up, I'm gonna get hooked up. So yeah, I found her really relatable. I really like the romance in this. All the couples had great chemistry. I like the romance between Josh and Cher. Just like every single romance. Dion and her boyfriend, I forgot what her boyfriend's name was, but he's the guy from Scrubs. They had a beautiful relationship. And then Ty and the skater guy, their relationship was great. So like every relationship in this was great. And then the skater guy is played by Breckin Meyer. Like I know I just said the skater guy, but I'm not good with like actors and actresses' names. Like the guy from Scrubs, I don't recall what his name is, but I know him. Like I've seen him in a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I really like the romance. I think this is a solid teen movie. This movie is up there with some of the best teen movies. For the 90s, it's definitely one of the best 90s teen movies, period. Like you had, there's a lot of, actually looking at it now, I guess, because like I think American Pie they came out in 99, so that was really good. And I don't know, there are some what was that one movie I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, there's a oh yeah, Can't Hardly Wait was 90s. So yeah, there was some good 90s teen movies, but yeah, this is up there with like some of the greatest all time, period. Like some of the greatest teen movies all time. This movie is fantastic. And some random point that I wanted to mention is I like the song that they play at the end when they're at the wedding, Tenderness by General Public.
It's in the bag. All right, come on, girls. All right. Hey, over here.
That's a good song, and they play that song at the end of Weird Science too, which is another phenomenal teen movie, and I've just always liked that song. So whenever that song comes on in this movie, I'm just like, let's go. So I really didn't dislike much about this movie, and it was really hard to think of dislikes, but one thing that has always confused me about this movie is the relationship between Cher and Josh. I think their chemistry is phenomenal, and they like, their whole romance is pretty cute, but basically it never gels me. Like it always, whenever I watch the movie, like even when I was like much younger, and still today, like whenever I am watching the movie, I'm always thinking about like their relationship and the like the dynamics of it. Like I'm like, well, he's in college, so like how old is he, and then how old is she?
Well, you can guess what happened next.
Therefore,
As if I am only 16.
And then like, okay, she's 16, he's probably 18, but like some states the age of consent is 16, but it's like they're not really hooking up. But I always like, whenever I'm watching the movie, the wheels are turning, and I'm like, would this be like acceptable? Like, would this fly? Like, I don't know. And then it's like their ex stepbrother and stepsister, which I'm like, I mean, I guess they're not stepbrother and stepsister anymore. So like, it's cool. Like that aspect of it is fine. Like they're not stepbrother and stepsister anymore. But I always just like whenever I've watched this movie, like still to this day, like I think their chemistry is great, and I love, the fact that they ended up together. It's like, they're just like both like really good people, and it's like cool to see them end up together. But like if I have to pick one dislike, it's that it's just like the dynamics of their age and their prior relationship as step siblings. Like it's always kind of like confused me when I watch the movie. I'm like thinking like, well, like I love their romance, but I'm like, is this cool? Like, would this work? Like, I don't know. So it's not a huge dislike, but if I do have to, say something that I dislike, that would probably have to be it. Okay, so in terms of a rating, I'm going pretty high with this one. I'm doing a 9.5, okay? I absolutely love this movie. I've seen it countless times. It never disappoints. Like this movie, I can watch it a trillion times and it never gets old. I think it's an absolute classic. I think it's one of the best teen movies of all time. It's hilarious. The romance is great. I absolutely love this movie. I've always loved it. So I'm going with a 9.5. Alright everybody, that's been my review of Clueless. Thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.